talk about certain things over and over and over again is because they're duplicatable and it works. And that's what's so important about the power of 3. You know, the power of 3 is really about going silver. So how many silver ambassadors do I have in the room? Just give me a wave. Well, here's the good news. I am so excited that you're a silver. Here's the other news. Now you need to do it again and again and again and again until you achieve the rank you're looking for. Okay? So let's talk about where it starts. It really starts with you. You are the CEO of your business. You are in charge of your business. So it all starts with you. If you're waiting for your team to do it for you, you're going to be sitting in the waiting room a long time. It is up to you to do it, okay? But what you can teach to your team is how to duplicate the process of what you're doing so that they will do it too. So let's talk about easy duplication. You know, the first rank, and it's one of my favorite ranks, is silver because you get a $100 bonus. Wouldn't you want everyone that you bring in to this business to get a $100 bonus? Right, so why did you keep that a secret? And so the only way they're going to get that $100 bonus is to see you do it. For you to achieve that bonus so that they know it's doable. So it all starts with you. So what you've got to do, whether you've done it 1 time, 10 times, it doesn't matter. You need to do it again. And that's to find 3 new team members. So it starts with you. The best part is, if you know anything about our comp plan, is that everyone that you bring in personally is worth 5 pay points to you, right? And that's the most amount of pay points that anybody can be worth to you. So I'm always about build wide and let the depth happen. And the depth will happen if you're duplicatable and you're doing something that everyone on your team can do as well. So if we all make sure we go get our first 3, these are team members, not customers, but team members that are going to share the product with others and build their team as well, then we want to ask them to do the exact same thing. We want them to go get their first 3 team members so they can get that $100 bonus. So now you have 3 personals who went out and got their 3 personals, and guess what? Level 2 is worth 5 pay points to you as well. So level 1 and 2 is important to you because they're worth the most amount of pay points. So we don't stop there though, because we want our level 2s to go do the same thing, right? We want our level 2s to go get their 3, and when that happens, now you've got those 9 going out and getting their 3, and guess what? Level 3s are worth 5 pay points to you as well. So it's just so important to make sure that the duplications of levels 1, 2, and 3 can be done over and over again. We lost there it is, okay. So, because when you have your 3, and they go get their 3, you now have 9 people on your level 2. When they get their 3, you now have 27 people on your level 3. That's 27, 9, and 3, all worth 5 pay points apiece to you. That's duplicatable because if all those 2s go do the same thing and all those 3s go do the same thing, you can see how your team can grow quickly. But here's the key. You can't just do it 1 time and expect the team to do all the rest of the work for you. You've got to go back and start a new power of 3 over and over and over again. So let's take a look at what could happen the first time around that you create your own power of 3. Okay, 3 and 5 levels. So when you become a silver ambassador, our company is so generous that they pay you on levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 by just becoming a silver ambassador. So that's why another reason, not only is it about that $100 bonus, but wouldn't you like to get paid on 5 levels immediately in your business? Yeah, because it can be amazing. So let's look and see what it would happen or what it would look like. So your first level, you've got your 3. That's 3 people times 5, so now you have 15 pay points, right? And we're just going to say the average pay point is $3. It's easier for me to do the math that way, okay? So that's worth to you in profit sharing check, which is our pay point. Level 2, now you have 9 people because those 3 got their 3. And now you have 9 times 5 points, which is 45 additional points at $3. That's another $135. Now those 9 people that went out and got their 3. Now you have 27 people on your level 3, all worth 5 points, and that's 135 points times $3. And now your check is $405 from just that level 3. You see how important the duplication is? But now, everybody's doing what you're doing, so now you have a level 4. Look at what happens with 81 people from those 27 getting their 3. Now you have 81 people at 4 points apiece. That's 324 points times $3, which is $972 from your level 4. It adds up quick, doesn't it? Now here's the level 5 where it just gets kind of crazy. Because now all those level 4 have went out to get their 3 because we want everybody to become silver to get the $100 check. That equals 243 people times 3 points now, because levels 1, 2, and 3 were worth 5 points, level 4 is worth 4 points, level 5 is worth 3 points. So now you have 243 people at 3 points each. That's 729 points at $3 is $2,187. That's duplicatable. That's what duplication can do for that monthly check. Some people are like, I'd be excited just to get $405 extra a month, right? But why stop there when the simple process of duplication, the power of 3, can create such a stronger pay for you? So the total of the 5 levels is 1,248 points times $3. And you know, at my opportunity meetings, I usually say, you know what? 1,248 points times $3 is how much? I don't know, it's a lot. I just figure it's a lot. 1,248 points, no matter what the pay point's worth, is a lot. Would you agree? So how many of you could use an extra $3,744? Is you get paid on the same team members over and over and over again as long as they do what? They stay qualified, right? We're encouraging them to get customers, refer customers, whatever it takes to do that $100. I believe that if you're an ambassador, you should be shooting for no less than 15%, if not 25% every single month in your customer base and the product that you use yourself. And so it's all duplicatable. If you're a product of the product, as Phoebe talked about earlier, they will be too. Everything is duplicatable in this business. So, does the power of 3 just happen automatically? Well, I wished. Right? You're saying, oh, that's easy for you to say. You've been there and done that a couple times. And I've done it many, 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 many times. And if you're waiting for those 3 people to do it for you, that might not be the right 3. You may have to find another 3. So I encourage you to shoot as soon as you've got your 3 personals. The very next thing you're looking for is your next 3 personals, right? Over and over and over again. But it doesn't happen automatically. You have to do some work. You know, I would love to say, well, I'm a Plexus ambassador. Let's just sit in the lounge chair and wait for everybody to knock on my door. Excuse me, do you sell Plexus? Why, yes, I do. Come on in. Right? Here's my computer. Let's sign you up as a preferred customer. Get this thing started. It doesn't work like that. You do have to do some work. So let's talk about the perfect 10. The perfect 10 is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. And what the perfect 10 is, it's my thought process and I work in my business daily. Now, depending on the amount of time that you have to work your business, will depend on how many perfect 10s you do. It may be 1 a week. It may be 1 a month. It might be 2 a week. It could be daily, depending on how much time you have to work your business. I love when people say, you know, well, I've only got this much time to work my business. Great. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Fit a perfect 10 in there, because it really keeps you with doing income-producing activities, right? You can talk about Plexus all day long, but if you don't do something that requires an income-producing activity or creates an income-producing activity, then you just talk about Plexus all day. Haven't you met the people that are so exhausted from doing Plexus all day and all they've done is just talked about what they're going to do? And they're so exhausted that they really haven't done anything to produce an income. So let's talk about this. I'm looking for you to share the product with 3 people. Let's just say that you can do this once a week. Share the product with 3 people. Share the opportunity with 3 people. Share your skills with 3 team members. If you have 3 team members, this would apply to you. Okay? If not, what are you looking for? 3 team members, right? And 1 Plexus event a week. You want to plan your work and work your plan. So this is so doable because you know what? For those of you that have an opportunity meeting close to you, does anyone go to opportunity meetings? Let me see it. Show hands. Okay, great. Let me give you a simple solution how to have a perfect 10 week within just the local meeting that you go to. If you were to bring 3 guests to that local meeting, they would hear a product presentation, they would hear about our marketing presentation, and you've gotten all that done in 1 2-hour sitting. And if you encourage your team members to go with you, then you've helped your team members get skilled on presentations and understanding our comp plan. You can do all of that at 1 local meeting. You can do it on a webinar. You can do it in just so many various different ways. So, and like I said, it can all be done in a 2-hour time slot if you happen to attend a local meeting. Drag people with you. I tell people all the time, they say, how do you get guests to go with you? Well, I trick them. Bribe them. There's so many ways. We can use Big Al's examples too. But one of the things I like to do is I just say to people, you know what? I really need to pay attention at this local event we're having. And I find that when I take a guest with me, I pay closer attention. Would you mind going as my guest so I can get something out of this? It's worked for me. It may not work for you. Maybe you have to bribe it. Whatever you got to do, but get your guest there. Because here's what I know. Whoever's presenting, they're doing the work for you. Why would you not bring your guest and let them do the work for you? Right? Okay, so let's talk about some other ways you can do it. So if you don't have a local meeting, here's some other ways to do the perfect 10. You can have a launch event. They are called all kinds of things now. Back in the beginning, we called them weight loss parties. But now they're launch events, sip and see, all those fancy names. But whatever it is, anytime that there's a gathering. You could invite people to the Wednesday night opportunity call. I'm kind of biased when it comes to that. Because you know what? They will hear 2 relevant testimonies. We worked so hard to make sure that those testimonies are current. 2 new testimonies, and then every week we introduce a new Emerald who shares with us a little bit about their Plexus journey on how they became an Emerald. So there you are, with 3 guests on the line. They've just heard about the product, they've heard a testimony, and how that person got to become an Emerald, which can be life-changing. You've done all of that on an opportunity call that you can listen to at your convenience. Your guests can listen to it at their convenience. You're really missing out if you're not listening to that weekly Wednesday night call, and I'm going to stop preaching about that. Okay, Facebook is a great place to introduce people to the product and the compensation plan. Decision Pack, sell a decision pack and follow up. Great tool. Personal websites, videos, pre-recorded testimonies, webinars. How many of you have team calls, weekly team calls? This is a great way to accomplish some of your perfect 10, just to name a few. And also, I love our catalog because we're so transparent, right? There's the wholesale pricing, the preferred customer pricing, and the retail pricing. All right there. There's no secrets. We don't keep secrets about what our product's about or what the cost is. I can sit down with somebody one-on-one and go over the catalog, and at the end, they can make a decision when I say, so let me ask you, which product appealed to you most? And we go back to that page. And of the 3 price categories, which one appeals to you most? Right? And of course, most time they do say wholesale, but I'll tell you, I ask them, well, let's go through a little qualification period to see if you actually qualify to become a wholesale member with us. Okay? I qualify people for that because